Welcome to African Corner TV show. Tonight we are going to have our special guest, which is just beside me here. Hello.
Hello.
Can you tell us your name?
Yes, my name is Kathleen Phifer.
Yes, and what do you do?
I am an author. I just finished my first book 1 year ago.
And this is my first book I read all the way. Her book. I read this book in 3 days. Without even, I don't have enough time, but because this book is so good, I read it. And you guys, I recommend it. So, where were you born?
I was born in Flint, Michigan. Yeah, it's cold here.
And then now you move here?
Yes, I moved here.
I read this book, was so impressive. I was so impressed, and then I want to just continue to read. And why give you the motivation to start to put yourself out in the plot? Like, I'm going to do it.
Well, for number one, I thought I was dying, and my greatest dream was to write me a book. However, it was supposed to be a romance, but I never knew it was going to be The Prayer the Devil Answered, which is about me contacting AIDS from this doctor that I dated. So I completed the book, and then I realized that I needed to do something besides have it written. So I went about publishing it, so I self-published. And I wrote it because when I contacted HIV, I wanted to try to find out where the books were. When I got the books, they weren't telling me what I wanted to know, which is what happened to you when you first started out having the disease. And so that's why I wrote the book.
So do you know when it tell you this extraordinary news, like you are affected? When it was when?
25 years ago, 1986.
1986.
And at that time, I didn't even know women could get it.
And you're still with us.
Yes, amazing.
And who is the Dr. Rick? What he did to you? To give you maybe hope, or maybe, I don't know, a cure or something. Who is Rick? Dr. Rick.
Oh, Dr. Rick was my first doctor that told me that I had HIV, but basically he didn't know anything. And then I had to go and find another doctor, but basically I ran away. But he didn't have answers for me, which scared me to death.
Wow.
So I literally ran away. I left town and moved to Kansas. And my job transferred me there, and I didn't tell anybody at that time.
Oh, you still have a job?
Yes, I still had a job. Nobody knew.
Nobody knew.
Nobody knew. It was a secret.
And then I heard like you get kind of like you didn't have any support. You couldn't share with anybody, even your family. Nobody knew. Yeah, just because that time I think was hard. Tell us about that.
I was too scared. I was very full of shame and scared.
And now you just take your medication and you're not allergic with any medication you're taking? I heard you like codeine? Codeine?
Like codeine.
Codeine.
Allergic to codeine, and pentamidine, which is basically a drug for valley fever,
yeah.
Which is called coccidiomycosis. That's the original name for it. But it's valley fever that you breathe in the air. And at the time that I got sick, which was 96, I got it in 86, but I didn't get sick till 10 years later. And it was in Arizona, and you can breathe it. It's an airborne virus.
And your friend Bonita.
Oh, Bonita, sweet Bonita. Bonita basically, we went to lunch one day. She's a friend of mine, and we were talking, and somehow it came up about HIV, and she says, "Oh, I won't want to be around these people." I don't want to be sitting with them or talking with them or hugging them or anything like that. And I was sitting there listening and knowing that what I had, and this was when I first got it, and I was like devastated. So I told her,
Cut the relationship.
Yes, well, she said that she wouldn't eat with you, so it was like no hugging, no nothing. And I says, oh my goodness, if she knew, if she only knew. So I just decided that I couldn't be friends with her anymore.
So in the book, there is this in your dream. I don't know if it was a dream or the book, like this bronze fiance, bronze extravaganza.
Oh no. Actually, that was true, but it wasn't a dream.
Yeah.
It was like a dream. It was, I've been in the hospital by 3 or 4 times, and this time I had just got out of the hospital, and they told me that I was strong enough to go to the store to go shopping.
Yeah.
So I went shopping, and basically the cab took me because I couldn't drive my car. I was just a little bit too weak, and I'm standing there, and I'm waiting for them to come up with the at the cash register, and there's a long line. So when I look back in the line, there was this guy, just as gorgeous as ever. It was probably the lights. But he was blonde.
Yeah, girls.
What can I say? I love men. What can I say?
That's right, yeah.
So that's how that happened. So that was not a dream. That was actually true. But he probably looked better because I had just got out of the hospital, so I wasn't seeing things too great. That's funny.
Yeah, great. So that is like, tell us what you want us. This is like, I read it, but I want you guys to read this. So can you tell them what they can find these good things to encourage them and to give them some...
Well, my purpose for writing the book is so people will understand that it sometimes you're told bad news or informed about something that happens in your life, that it's not always the end of the world, and I'm still here. And I just wanted to inspire, to let people know that it wasn't going to be over just because some doctor or some nurse or somebody that think they know. That everybody doesn't know, because I thought I was dying 3 or 4 times and I'm still here. So I wanted to go out and talk to, I wrote it really for girls, and but now I'm finding out that mothers are wanting their boys to read it. And I guess it has something to do with men treating women like women and wearing condoms and protecting themselves from themselves. So that was the reason why I did it. So I would love to go out and speak and talk to people and just have a conversation about sex and loving yourself.
Yeah, this book, can you tell us which store we can find this book beside African Corner? This book, go to find here, African Corner, and then you can call this number if you want to get right away, or you can call Kathleen this number. So where else we can find this book?
Oh, we can find it on www.amazon.com, and you can also find it at Barnes & Nobles and www.com. Oh, that's not right. www.xlibra.com. And that's the other place. That's the self-publishing company that I published my book with.
Yes, I am. Nice. Kathleen, nice talking to you. Thank you so much.
It was wonderful talking to you.
I'm so glad you're my friend. Thank you so much.
Thanks.
Thank you. Yes, I am. Oops, nice.